So between the two, I had 100,000 bonus points, and then I just did the Target scam, and it got me over the. I shouldn't call it a scam. It's not a scam.
It is a scam.
Well,
And then I just did the Target scam.
I did the Target thing, and I got the points. It's still legitimate to get it through the bonuses.
Yeah, but you didn't spend like the people I know who did it had to spend like over $100,000 in a year.
Well, those people are foolish.
Not really, because they're doing it as it's intended. They're like, I already spend a lot.
That's certainly a fact.
That's not foolish
No.
because they didn't use your weird little Target scam.
It's a weird little trick that doctors hate me for.
Apple shares are just getting hammered this morning. Every day they're pounding it. I'm not fucking leaving. Surprise.
You got anything fun to intro me with?
Hey, who am I? 420 plus 69?
No Elon this time.
69 times 420 times 420 times 420 equals wow, it equals 69,420,069. And then his head.
Do
you have anything in your teeth? Nope. Just big old teeth. We both have giant teeth.
I do have big teeth.
Big old honking teeth. We got a special episode today, don't we?
We do.
You're going to want to check that disclaimer in the description first, though, because none of this is suable content. Episode 9.
Is that where we're at?
Yeah, we're at episode 9. We're doing credit cards today because we got a lot of requests from people. Because I am a bit of. Oh, I'm going to turn off this calculator. It's a real calculator. How about that? Got a lot of requests from people to talk about credit cards because I am. I've traveled a lot of places, done a lot of things.
Well, you
with
dropped it on
points
an
and
episode
miles.
that you are you're the points guy.
Yeah, I'm not the points. That's an actual branded thing. I'm not the points guy.
Oh, right.
That's a guy.
It'd be funny if
I don't know who he is.
you revealed that.
Yeah, no, I'm not him.
No,
So,
but we had some people saying, please do a credit cards episode.
yeah. So this is it. This is the credit
We're
cards
going to talk
episode.
about credit cards.
We got a lot to cover. What's important to know? How do people get started with credit cards? How do people get started with credit cards? Well, you gotta.
First, should we talk a little bit about your credit score and what that is exactly?
Yeah. What's your credit score?
My credit score?
Yeah. What is it personally?
No, come on.
Yeah. What is it? I'll tell you mine.
Yours is better than mine.
Maybe.
And I'll get into why.
Yeah. That's a good. Mine's like 810 or something. 800 or something.
I don't want to say mine.
All right. Yeah.
It's not terrible.
Okay. That's fine.
It's
Who
not
cares?
800. Yeah, so
It
your
took
credit score,
years to
your
get
credit
there.
score, I think it goes from 300 to 850.
Dang,
It's-
300 is the lowest it goes?
I think so.
Wow.
And it's also, there's a lot of problems with credit score. It can prevent people from
Getting
doing a lot-
loans.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere it's like 60% of employers will check your credit score. Which
Really?
Is, yeah, imagine losing a job because you had shitty credit.
Yeah.
But
no.
it basically tells credit institutions how
Credit-worthy you are.
Yeah, how good of an idea it is to lend you money. How likely you are to repay the money they lend you.
That's a pretty astute way of putting it.
But credit is very important. It's like you're talking, like when you want to get a house, you need a mortgage. When you want to have access to more low interest money,
right?
You need all these
You
things.
need credit.
There are a lot of problems with it, but you can't escape it.
Yeah. So this is going to be a little. I'm going to try not to be all over the place because there's a lot to cover. But I'm going to treat this as if the viewer or listener, is a first timer or still kind of green and doesn't really know what they're doing. The first thing I would recommend to anyone is go to Credit Karma. They're not a sponsor or anything, but go to creditkarma.com and sign up. It will ask for your social security number. Don't be spooked by that. It's to verify who you are. It is free, but they sell your information. I mean, I I'm sure that I've gotten plenty of junk mail and credit card offers and whatnot because of them.
Credit cards. Once you get a credit card, they're going to sell your information.
Oh yeah, everybody sells your dang information.
They'll give you a big. There will be a big notice in the mail telling you how they're going to sell your information, and there's pretty much nothing you can do about it.
Nope. Well, yeah, no, there's not. But Credit Karma is great because not only does it tell you what your score is, but it's a useful tool for learning about, and this is where I personally learned. It's really well designed, straightforward, this website. It breaks down how your credit is calculated. And just for those of you who don't, because there are so many things that people ask me, friends who've asked me, like, isn't opening a lot of credit cards bad for your credit? Like, isn't just a ton of rookie questions that are they're just wrong. And it's heartbreaking that most people don't know these things. So the way your credit score is calculated is through, there's what are called the high impact things. Obviously, as the name says, they have a very high impact on your credit. You've got payment history, which is, you guessed it, the history of your payments to your credit card companies. I have a perfect payment history. I have never missed a dang payment,
look at
which
this
is not
guy.
uncommon. Plenty of people haven't missed a payment. But so that's a high one. So like, I did have one instance where I missed a payment, but I called American Express and explained the situation. You can call and talk to your credit card companies if you've missed payments and anything like that. Get a human being on the other line, and you'd be surprised at the leeway you can make. But so payment history is a big one. And as soon as it did make it onto my credit report, and it dropped my score by like 90 points, like that.
One late payment.
Yeah. Because it ruined my perfect history. Credit card use is the other high impact thing. That is how much credit you use versus how much you have assigned to you. And this is where it helps to know that having more credit cards isn't a bad thing. Because what does that tell lenders?
Right, you have more credit lines out.
Yeah.
And you want to stay below a certain percentage. I think it's like 20 or 30%.
You want to utilize a low percentage of the credit you're allotted. So like if you just have one card and it's got a $5,000 limit, obviously it would look bad if you max it out every month.
Right.
They would be like, okay, whoa, you're using all the credit we've given you. Whereas if you had $100,000 in total credit across multiple cards and only used $4,000, that'd be a very low ratio. That'd be a 4%. And that's what they want to see. They want to see, okay, are other institutions willing to lend you money? Yes? Okay, cool. You are credit worthy. We will also let you borrow some money. And hey, what's your payment history? How much of the credit are you using? We're going to hop on board too because you seem nice.
Right. Your history is like a huge part of it.
History
if you don't
is
have
huge.
any credit history, it's going to be hard to get a credit card.
Which lends itself to the next thing, which is derogatory remarks. No, that's not them calling you names on your credit report. This guy's an idiot. This guy's an effing moron who doesn't know what an interest payment means. It just means like, what are derogatory remarks? If you've missed payments, if you've had issues with the bank, if
man, it could be a foreclosure,
foreclosures,
an eviction,
bankruptcies.
bankruptcy. That stuff's going to ding you big time.
Yeah, that's a high impact thing. Medium impact is your credit age. That's your average. I actually have a low average credit age. Mine's only like 4 years because I've opened a lot of recent credit cards. But yeah, the longer your credit age, the better. So we're going to get into it a little bit more, but like, don't cancel credit cards. Leave them open because you want to have as long an age of credit as possible.
Especially your first credit card. Never cancel your first.
Yeah. Again, it all comes down to what are banks going to look at? They're going to see, are you credit worthy? Can we trust you? Are you opening accounts and then closing them? They don't want to see that. They want to see that you've got it open. You're cool.
You're cool.
You're cool.
They
you have
are going
good
to look
style.
if you're cool.
Yeah, they're going to check your Instagram.
They're going to look at your
They're going to look at your
Instagram.
tagged photos. And they're going to be like, what does he really look like, though?
They're going to, oh, yeah.
Which is an outdated thing because everybody now knows to check their tagged photos and erase the ones where you look like a dummy.
I don't erase any tagged photos.
I do. I've definitely untagged ones where I'm like, okay, I look like a freak here. Got to get rid of those.
Why?
Because you don't want anybody looking at those
Like
and
your
passing
bank.
judgment. Like my bank. I
Right.
don't want JP
They
Morgan.
will check how many followers you have.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to use their Finstas to...
The bank will look at your Finsta. You are going to want to open those up. You're going to want to take those public when you're applying for a credit card.
Yeah. Oh, man. There's going to be a day where you have to put your socials on credit
No
application.
way.
Sure, maybe not. Anyway, low impact.
I don't even think they care that much about. I know they ask for it, but I don't think income is that huge of a.
Income is how they
factor
calculate
for
how
it.
much to give you.
Yeah, but they're not going to.
They're not going to verify it
Yeah,
in most cases. Yeah. So
it's really like self-attested. They're never like.
yeah, I've
asking
never
for-
had anybody check. The low impact items on how your credit is calculated is the total accounts you have, which is, as the name suggests, how many accounts you've got, and then hard inquiries. That's when they pull your credit. That's when they
Someone's
check
doing a
your
credit
score.
check on you.
Yeah.
If you got
And-
a landlord running a credit report on
Yeah.
you, if you're applying to a credit card.
And that's a huge one that people are always like, these last two, it's really funny. Oh, doesn't having more credit cards hurt you? And doesn't applying for credit cards hurt you? Yeah, but in the smallest amount. The hard inquiry on your credit
Yeah, but if you
report,
do it a lot, if you're sitting there, if you apply for like 5 credit cards in a month.
that'd be the stupid. Yeah, that'd be stupid.
Right.
Mostly
don't do
because
that
you're just not gonna get approved for them.
Yeah, and then you look desperate for credit.
I don't know about that, but it's just like, yeah, because one credit pull, I believe, don't quote me on this, but it
I'm
only
quoting you.
affects your credit like 5 points, 5 or 10 points. And then guess what? After a few months, it goes right back up.
Oh, I think on my last one I got dinged like a point.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
like, I don't know, 5. But then it goes up because guess what? Once you get the credit card approved, God willing, you now have more credit, which boosts the other impact things. So that's
more credit is the more debt you take on and can pay off that's the thing. You would think having little debt would be good, but it's funny because my friend, when he got his first mortgage, he was like, I made a couple payments on my mortgage and I have like my credit sailed through the roof.
Wow.
Because now they're like, wow, he's got this huge mortgage.
This guy's a
and
homeowner.
He could make payments on his gigantic mortgage.
Your history with credit isn't so good, is it?
No, it's not.
So if Bank of America or JP
That's why
Morgan's
this
out
is.
there listening,
I'm excited to. Well, no.
tell us what happened. What's your story with credit?
No, well, so I'm excited that people are asking about this because I mean, I was.
You made some mistakes for people to actively avoid.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest mistake was I was overwhelmed, and I think I was just like I had student debt.
Mm-hmm.
I have student debt. Student debt gang rise up.
Not me, baby. Grandma gang rise up. State school.
Which
Cheap tuition.
we should talk about student debt soon. I mean,
Yeah, we'll get around
January
to it.
31st.
I mean, it doesn't affect me, so
but it affects 45 million Americans. January 31st.
I don't know any of them.
They're turning.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
They're turning it back on.
Yeah.
And yeah, the debt can be overwhelming. And once you have a lot of debt, it just kind of feels like, it feels like, what's the point? You get a bill and you go, just, tack it on. What does it fucking matter? I'm never going to pay off any of this. So I let it get so out of hand and I just started ignoring stuff.
Your interest payments probably went up.
Yep. And then
Penalty fees.
yeah, it was horrible. I couldn't get a credit card, and I remember I was in Canada, and I was so embarrassed. Because everyone went to go pay for dinner. I threw my credit card down, and someone said, "Dude, no, I threw my debit card down."
Mhm.
And someone said, "Dude, use a credit card so you don't get hit with the international fees." And I was like, "I don't have a credit card." And he was like, "You got to get a fucking credit card, dude." And I was like, "I know, I can't. Like, they won't give me one."
Yeah.
So luckily I was connected to like a family friend who was like, let's get all this under control. They helped me get everything with my student loans under control, got on like an income-based repayment plan. And then they helped me start working towards getting a credit card. So if you're new, have no credit, or have bad credit, there's a couple things you can start doing.
Mm-hmm.
One of the easiest ways to get a credit card is to do a secured card, which is you basically put a down payment on the card. So if
I've
they
never
don't,
heard of this.
if they don't trust you, if they don't want to give you even a low amount of credit,
They being the bank.
right? You can say, all right, I'll put a down payment of $500 down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll give you, it acts like a credit card, even though they know they're not going to lose
You've
out. 'cause-
prepaid it.
Yeah, you've prepaid it.
It's a credit card that you've prepaid for.
And then after a set amount of time,
That-
you can show that you can actually make these payments.
yes.
and you're not going to be irresponsible,
That
they
makes
can
sense.
give you a real credit limit.
Another thing that you can do, and this is one thing that I did for a family member who had poor credit, is if you associate yourself with someone who has good credit, you can be added as what's called an authorized user. Basically, so this is what I did. I just called my credit card company and I said, hey, I want to add so-and-so as my authorized user. They make a card for that person. It gets sent to them. They don't even have to use it.
Right, but so I don't think those are as good because they
Yeah,
know,
but it's something.
it's still relying on someone else, right?
Sure.
So you want to show the bank that you're reliable and you
Right.
can take.
I'm just saying it is one thing in your arsenal to use.
Yes.
Being associated with someone who has a higher credit. The other big thing is, obviously, I mean, it goes without saying, don't spend beyond your means. Don't just rack up. Don't think that, it's just I buy now, pay later. There are interest payments that you've got to worry about that you didn't worry about.
Yeah, and then I mean, I also got Credit Karma, which was helpful.
Yeah.
I mean, I had things stupid bills that I could have afforded. I just threw in the trash or did something stupid.
Yeah, don't do that, folks. You don't want to, as overwhelming as it is, it's not going to go away if you ignore it.
So I basically took care of all of those little bills that were dinging me.
Yeah. You can also
started building credit
Yeah.
with credit cards.
And one thing that you can do if you're trying to build credit and you apply for a card and you get denied, say, it's not just, that's it, too bad, so sad.
Right.
You can call there's things called reconsideration lines, which is dedicated phone lines just for people who've been denied credit cards who want to plead their case with an actual person on the phone. You can also just walk into a branch and talk to people.
Right.
They will work with you. They want your damn money. They don't want to just say no. I mean, yeah, it's risky, but they'll see that you're a person, you plead your case, and more often than not, they'll work with you. They'll give you something. They'll give you a $500 limit.
And that'll
that's what it
be
takes.
better than sitting at home applying, getting rejected, and getting a little
Sure.
thing on your credit every time.
Yes.
And that's kind of the catch-22. You're like, shit, I need a credit card so I can start building my credit back up, but I can't fucking get one. So yeah, talking to someone and being like, hey, here's my situation. What are my options? They can lay it out for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of, from the people that I've spoken to and from what you were telling me, there's a lot of things that myths that people believe. Like there was one where someone said that they think that carrying a balance each month.
Running a balance.
Someone said that they were told that carrying a balance each month is what you should do because it shows that you're being responsible. No, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
And also, you can pay your credit card whenever you need to also, because I believe the same person said that they had thought that there was some kind of penalty if you pay early or anything. You can pay whenever you damn well please. You don't have to carry a balance.
Yeah.
You can you can put $10,000 on your credit card today, pay it off in its entirety tomorrow, and they're not going to care.
The carrying the balance thing is that was one that I heard when I was like trying to build back up. A couple people had said, oh, run a balance for a little while and then pay it off. And in my head, I was like, why?
Unless
Why
you
would
have
they-
an interest-free credit card that isn't charging you interest for whatever reason, it's an intro offer or whatever. Also, watch out for those because any kind of offer, there is going to be fine print where, like, for example, interest-free things, they still do require a minimum payment of something each month. You can't just sit there and not pay anything for the entirety of the offer. You have to still...
Right. But as you have
something.
that balance, they're not charging you more for having a balance on
Right.
your card.
So, like, for example, one thing that I recently took advantage of, Emil likes to make fun of me for this because I like going to the bank. And I was recently paid for something, and they gave me the choice of direct deposit or a check. And I said, I want the check.
Yeah, which I thought was crazy.
Why?
And then I asked you why,
Uh-huh.
and you said, I like having something to do.
Yeah, I like having something to do. I like having some place to go.
I
It's a nice errand.
You're not 75, bud.
Yeah, but I do sometimes. Sometimes in the life, man, you just need something to do.
You're a man in his 30s. You're a man about town.
I like filling out that. I don't really like it that much, but it's a nice exercise in maintaining your memory too. Because I'm like, what's my account number again? Oh yeah, I know, 130.
I could rattle mine off right now. I know it.
Yeah, good for you.
Hey guys, we're going to take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's episode, NordVPN. Why do you need a VPN? A good VPN service provides you a secure, encrypted tunnel for online traffic to flow. Nobody can see through the tunnel, get their hands on your online data, or find your real IP address and location. When I'm using all different kinds of Wi-Fis and stuff, I love my VPN.
Yeah, you don't want to be at Starbucks and have some jerk
Looking at
hack
my
into
photos,
hacking
checking out
into
my
your stuff,
documents,
posting your nudes
my
online.
bank statements.
Get the heck out of here. NordVPN is the best VPN if you're looking for peace of mind when on public Wi-Fi. Securely access personal information or work files, encrypt your internet connection, and keep your browsing history and online identity private. You know, I've been traveling. Yeah, I've been everywhere, man. And you know what happens when you go places? You gotta get onto some sketchy Wi-Fi.
You really do.
Sometimes you truly do. And you're gonna watch Netflix out there abroad? Because what are you gonna do? Visit the Trevi Dam fountain? Boring. So you gotta use these VPNs when you're traveling, especially. It keeps your IP address secure and whatnot.
Do you use Windows at work, Mac OS at home, and Linux for your special projects? That guy's got a mess. He's got to sort out his OSs. You'll enjoy online privacy and security on every platform. There's a NordVPN application for Windows, Mac OS, iOS, Android, Linux, and even Android TV. Oh, and also encrypted proxy extensions for Chrome and Firefox. Best of all, with one NordVPN account, you can secure up to 6 devices at the same time.
That's right, Emil. Grab NordVPN's Cyber Month deal. Go to nordvpn.com/trill or use code TRILL to get up to 73% off your NordVPN plan, plus a bonus gift. That's nordvpn.com/trill or use code TRILL to get up to 73% off your NordVPN plan, plus a bonus gift. So I went to the bank, and if I hadn't gone, I wouldn't have gotten this great offer. They were running a promo on a new credit card where you get 0% interest for the first 30 billing cycles, 30 months. And I said, hot diggity, that's a great offer. So what did I do? I was going to owe a couple $1,000s on my credit card that month, and I always pay my bill in full each month because I don't want to pay interest, because interest is like 15, 20%, however much it is. That's so insane. If you can pay it off in full each month, pay it off in full.
Oh yeah, zero balanced.
Yeah, and so this is a great example of what you can do. If you are currently running a big balance and you are struggling and you've got interest payments, you can consolidate all of that. If you find this isn't the best, I'm not 100% sure here, but I did this. If you Google just credit cards with 0% interest rates, sign up bonus, something like that. This one that I have is a U.S. Bank credit card.
Oh, you don't want to do it with U.S. Bank.
I think they're still running the promo, but it's all new purchases are under the 0% thing, but all balance transfers. And a balance transfer is when you transfer the balance from one credit card to the new one, for which you will pay a fee. I think I paid 1% or something. So I'm like, okay, I'll pay 1% of this couple $1,000s just so I don't have to pay it off all right now. So I set it up, transferred it over, and now every month I've got it on auto pay to pay a couple $100, and now I just don't have to worry about it for the next 2 years. It's just going to sit there and pay itself off. And then you know what else I'm going to do? I'm not going to close that credit card. I used to do this. I don't use this credit card anymore, and I cancel it. Don't do that.
Right.
If it doesn't have an annual fee, there's no reason to cancel it. Just leave it alone. It'll help with the age of your credit. It'll help with those other things. Just leave it alone. And if it does have an annual fee and you just don't feel like doing it anymore, you have a couple of options. Call the bank. Tell them you don't feel like paying the annual fee. Some banks will say, okay, what if we give you an offer where if you spend $1,000 in the next 3 months, we'll give you X number of points, which will effectively offset the fee. Or if they have no offer, you can request to downgrade the card to a fee-free version, which I've done multiple times. I had these cards, didn't feel like paying the annual fee anymore, called them up, told them that, downgraded to a free version, and now I just let it sit there. You do have to watch out. If you can remember, use those cards every so often and then just pay it off. because banks can cancel cards if you haven't touched them. Man,
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry. I'm sitting over here.
Jesus, every time.
I know.
Everywhere I
but
go with
what
you.
were we talking about last time?
It's just interesting talking about this though. And like I've had similar things where now that I've gotten my situation sorted out, you have access to things that people who are dealing with shitty credit don't have access to. So you are allowed to do this balance transfer to this new card, but you would never get approved if you're
You might. You just gotta make some. You have to make
with shitty credit. They're just gonna let you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, first things first. You can call the bank before you apply and explain your situation. If it's your bank that you already bank at, that would be obviously a great help. Just talk to somebody, see what they're willing to do for you to work with you.
Yeah. But I mean, I got to, when I had to get some work done on my car, it was going to be like thousands of dollars. And I was like, fuck, I don't want to pay all this at once. And they were like, we're doing this no interest for a year card. I was like, all right, yeah. I'll
Boom,
just put
take
it all in
advantage
there.
of it.
Paid it off over the year. What are you laughing at?
So I'm looking at the next thing that's because we covered the dispelling the myth, carrying the balance.
Oh, yeah.
Payments.
Talked about my stuff. We should talk about you. You're a real credit card
guy. Yeah.
How many credit cards do you think you've had?
I can tell you over like around 40.
Wow.
Over the years.
40 credit cards.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Big effing whoop.
I've had
the more it shows you on Credit Karma the ideal amount, not ideal, but like how it ranks it, and like 0 to 10, it's like red. It's like you want more than this. 10 to 19, it's like yellow. Okay, yeah, you're getting there. 20 to like 30, green.
That's so
This is
stressful.
great.
That is so many cards.
It's not. I keep a spreadsheet. As soon as I get a new card,
You're saying it's not stressful, but you're literally talking about work. You're like, it's not stressful. I'm doing spreadsheets. I'm doing stuff that people don't like.
it's not even that complicated a spreadsheet. I put the name of the credit card,
No, I get
the
it.
annual fee, how much I owe, and when it's due, and the like
For
benefits.
the audio
that
listener, he's taking off a sweatshirt like it's a straitjacket. Just to clue you in on what kind of psychopath we're dealing with.
Not a straight jacket. Shout out to Waleed for my. It's no longer called Chinatown, but I love that hoodie.
You love shouting people out.
Yeah.
Ben wanted to
Shout
start
out-
a podcast so he could prove that he has friends.
That's all I wanted with this. I really am hungry though. I should have eaten before we came. What were we talking about last week that got me so hungry? Was it Jack in the Box?
Jack in what box?
Jack. God damn. Was it McDonald's? Big Macs? It was
Yeah, you
Big
said
Macs.
Big Macs.
Man, I've been craving a Big Mac ever since we talked about it.
Not me.
What I would do for a Big Mac right now, I'm
You know, I don't find them.
you got to be kidding me. Look at this.
Are you serious?
Are you serious right now? It's a Big Mac. It's a Big Mac. And it was a fly just flew off of it.
Did you do this on purpose?
No, I didn't. But boy, look at that thing. It is room temperature.
Did you get some kind of sponsorship from
No,
McDonald's?
I didn't get a sponsorship from McDonald's. But look at that tasty looking burger.
What is going on?
Oh,
What's happening?
you're so pleasantly confused. I will never tell, but I got a Big Mac right here.
Why?
Aren't you
Why
jealous?
did this happen?
Why? Oh,
No,
and I've
I
got
honestly,
a napkin too.
they like gross me out.
Because I'm hungry. And this is kind of going to gross me out too, but I got to take a bite.
Why
because
are you
they-
contractually obligated?
Because they paid me. No, they didn't. I do before I take a bite of this.
What happened?
Don't worry about it. There was a burger right here. It was a
Did you put it there?
No. When did you see me? Did we stop at McDonald's on the way here?
I don't know. I'm very confused.
We carpool.
We do carpool.
So
We're trying to save the earth.
just to
Oh, also, can I say something?
sure.
A couple people have said, can we get Ben on a
Nalgene bottle?
on a reusable bottle?
I that's true. I have mine. I will bring it. Thank you. So so Emil, the credit card thing was a big deal, and
Am I in an ad right now? Are you gonna do a thing?
no, you're not.
Because you got into like
'Cause the burger's
so
just sitting
Emil,
here.
you know what you could buy with credit cards? Big Macs.
Big Macs. No, No, I'm sorry. We're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, you have a fucking Big Mac in front of you and you didn't tell me about it.
Well, this is fun. Man, it's just taunting me, this thing. So, I was on Wheel of Fortune last year.
Okay.
Right. The week before.
I remember when you were going on it. I remember being like, "Yeah, maybe don't do that.
Don't go on Wheel of Fortune." Oh,
Yeah,
because it
'cause
was right
COVID
before the
was-
lockdown.
yeah.
So I was bored. I had quit my job like a year earlier, and I was bored. And I was like, I want to do something fun. I'm gonna try to be on a game show. What could I be on? I suck at trivia. I can't do Jeopardy. Wheel of Fortune seems fun. I had never watched a full episode of Wheel of Fortune. I didn't know how the game. I knew how the game worked, but I didn't know like the specifics of certain things and rules and techniques. So I applied. I went to this audition. Then I made it to the next round. Then the next thing, and then they told me, okay, you're in the contestant pool. You're gonna be on. Get ready. And I went. They called me up in November of 2019. And they said, okay, come on, you're going to be an alternate. So you might not be on, but you're just going to be there waiting in the green room, right?
God, you might not even come on, but you will get COVID."
This was November of 2019. So
Okay.
COVID was happening probably, but we just didn't know. And I'm sitting there and I'm so nervous. I was in the green room and I'm like, I'm not going to, God help me if I go on, because I just do not feel like myself. I was not talking to anybody. I didn't feel... I didn't feel affable. I didn't feel like I'd be fun to be on a damn game show.
Okay. Do you
So-
feel that way now? Do you feel fun and affable?
Yeah.
Okay,
A
good.
little.
A little.
So then that New Year's, I went to a party and I took a half a tab of acid,
Of what?
a drug.
Holy shit.
And don't do that, folks. You don't need to. Don't, But I felt great. I felt
Was that the first time you ever took
No,
it?
no.
Oh.
But I felt, I was relaxed and carefree and I was sociable and I just felt like the best version of myself. Fast forward to February
This is
or March, and I got the call to go on as a contestant. And I remembered two things. I was like, man, when I was on that first time, just as an alternate, I was so nervous. And then on New Year's, when I took the drugs, I felt great.
it doesn't always do that to you for the folks at home.
No, it doesn't.
So
So I did it at I woke up at 5. I got in my car. I, put it
the
in my
tab on your
mouth,
tongue.
and then I drove to the studio, the Sony lot in Culver
also
City.
fucking driving on drugs. Look, guys, this is
It didn't kick in until I got there. But so this story is going to have a couple fun things. So right when I got there, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to be on my phone, and the market was open. It was a Friday. So I placed a trade from my phone, and then I went in and I had to lock up the phone. So I was like, well, I hope that trade works, because it was an options position that was going to expire that day, that Friday. And my plan backfired with trying to be more sociable and whatnot, because I'm on there and, so my brother recorded the whole thing and he put it on TikTok. And here it is, some highlights of my brother's appearance on Wheel of Fortune last year. This is where the credit card thing is relevant. 'Cause
okay.
They asked me for an interesting thing about myself, and the best damn thing I could come up with was, I collect credit card points.
Oh, they were asking you while you were high.
Well, yeah, but also I'm like, I don't know anything interesting about myself at 8 in the damn morning. What am I going to put on here? Oh, this is
Say,
a thing.
I host a podcast.
And I thought that that wasn't even a thing
you
yet.
should have just said it. Put it out into the
He-
universe.
And I thought that he was going to ask me, have you been anywhere cool? He didn't. He just, you'll see.
Pat Sajak, you suck.
Hi, Ben.
Hi.
Ben Kahn, Los Angeles, a stock trader here.
Yes.
And you're one of these points guys, right, with credit cards?
Yeah, I collect them here and there.
Yeah.
I use them sometimes too.
You travel with them?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, does it work out?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
You fly coach, you fly business class sometimes. you
It's
fly
it's
first
great
class, you
because
go to a place,
this
you come
was
Yeah.
this was your
Sound like exciting
high
stuff. Yes,
social
yeah,
and
maybe
affable
we'll give you a
self.
treat.
Yeah. Well, because in my
Just
head, I'm like, oh yeah, well, I could go on about this, man. I flew in, I went this place, but the
Man,
producers
that
there,
guy was gregarious, I would say.
well, the producers there are very intense and energetic, and they're like, you got to be on, but also don't talk too much, and because the whole thing, we're only going to record for 23 minutes, and don't waste our time, and all this stuff. So I'm thinking that, and I'm like, I don't want to get kicked off of here. I don't want to raise any red flags. I'm just going to be calm, and it made. Just
Yeah,
look at me.
It's
I'm
pretty
looking-
psychotic. You're like too even keeled. It's unsettling.
And my answer to him
Yeah, I
was
like
so.
points.
Yeah, I like them. Yeah, you travel sometimes and blah blah blah. And he's clearly just
You
like,
look like you
okay,
committed a crime.
lunatic. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do look like I committed a crime.
Yeah.
And I ended up losing. I didn't. Well, I took home like $6,100, but I didn't win. And then the trade that I had put on ended up making like 20 grand.
Love that.
Yeah, I got back in my car and I was like, "Oh, hell yeah, cool."
Forget this.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Fantastic.
this is how much of a points guy you are. That was your
it's that prominent.
interesting
That was my interesting fact.
fact.
I want to take
I
a
like-
bite of this burger.
What is with them? Just tell me. It's like,
it's a mystery to you.
did you know it was there before
Yeah,
the
of
show?
course I knew the burger was there. I reached in and I grabbed it, didn't I?
But you didn't
Folks,
put it,
there's just a Big Mac sitting here, room temperature. It's
but
it's
you
not
didn't
even.
put
It's
it there.
colder than room.
You didn't put it
I
there.
didn't put it there. Santa Claus did.
Take a bite.
Okay. What? You want to know that it's real?
No, because I know it's gonna be gross. I want you to.
Oh yeah, the bottom.
The whole thing, McDonald's grosses me out.
Don't say that about McDonald's.
Why? They're not a
It's
sponsor.
an American institution.
Ew.
Oh yeah.
All right,
I'm
now
gonna save this for later.
how is it? Everything you imagined?
It's good, yeah.
It doesn't look good. You don't. You don't look like you're enjoying it.
No, I love it. I'll
Oh, you just hit the tagline. This is an ad. You said I'm loving it.
I did?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize that I said the tagline. I like it. Anyway, so that was the Wheel of Fortune thing, and it
All right.
was,
So what makes you such a freaking points guy?
Well, I will just say that my journey with the points thing started years ago when I was racking up I was paying for gas all the time because I was working as a driver. And I just Googled, like, best credit card. Folks, there's so much you can find if you just Google things.
Nah, don't tell them that. This is the only place you can get this kind of info.
Yeah,
Tell your friends.
You're correct.
Google doesn't work.
Google does not work. Use Bing. I don't know.
DuckDuckGo.
Who cares? So when I just found like some blog. I don't even think it exists anymore, but I just dove right in and I learned about this thing called manufactured spending.
What's that?
It sounds like a big scam, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it kind of is. Back in the day, Amazon used to have this feature called Amazon Pay, where it was like PayPal. You could. Are you gonna sneeze?
I felt like I had to, but then when you go,
I look over and you're just going,
you like took it from me, and it sucks.
Yeah, sorry. So Amazon had this thing where you could send money to another user without incurring any fees, up to $1,000 per month.
You could send money to another user, no fees.
I could send you $1,000 with my credit card,
Okay.
and it would cost
Nothing.
neither of us anything. Now I got Big Mac burps. Excuse me. I got a problem. I burp so much. And you know why?
You're like insanely.
I inhale so much air when I eat and drink. It's a problem. I'm like, eating.
It's-
That's me eating. Bite, and then life is just a never-ending series of
burps.
belches and farts. So what I did was I set up an Amazon payments account for myself, for my mom, and for one of my brothers. And I would send her $1,000 with one credit card. I would just log into the other accounts. She would send my brother $1,000 with either the same card or a different card. And then he would send me $1,000 with another one of all
Why?
my credit cards. And then, so all three accounts have $1,000 chilling in them, right?
Yeah, but
then I would-
It is costing you something.
No, it's not. Yes, yeah. When
Yeah,
I
the-
send you the money, it would charge
Cost
my
me
credit card.
$1,000.
But then I would suck that money out into my checking account.
Okay.
All three accounts were linked to my checking
Jesus
account.
Christ.
So then I would spend a total of $3,000, right? My account sending to hers to his to mine. That's $3,000 that are charged on my credit card.
Okay.
But then I would wire that money out into my debit or into my checking account. And then I would use that very money to pay off the credit cards.
I don't think I'm following.
If I sent you $1,000,
But you're
If
not
I use-
making any.
I'm making a payment on my credit card.
But what are you making off of this?
I'm getting points.
Oh, it's all for the points. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Because here's the biggest thing in credit cards: sign-up bonuses.
Right.
Flashing lights, blah, blah, blah. Sign-up bonuses. It is a bonus that you get.
didn't explain that in the beginning.
Well, that's where this comes in.
Yeah.
One of the biggest ways that you rack up a ton of points is via sign-up bonuses.
Right.
For example, if you spend $3,000 in the first 3 months, you get 50,000 points.
Right. One of the most classic examples. It's got to be like 75% of millennials or something have the Chase Sapphire.
It's a great
Reserve
card.
or preferred,
Uh-huh.
and but this to even get the points, it's like spend $4,000 in 3 months and you get like 80,000 points or something
Yeah.
like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's a
And to earn 80,000 points outright, otherwise, would
really
take
hard. You
years,
got to spend
tens
close
of
to, like-
thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I took advantage of this, I'll just call it a loophole in Amazon Payments' thing, and I got several credit cards quickly. I got one. I made the minimum spend just through that. There was, I got a bunch of, this began my long relationship with Citibank and American Airlines. I got the American Airlines cards with them first.
Wait, so
And-
did anything ever happen with the Amazon? Did you get in trouble or just
No, but
Oh.
they did stop it. They shut down Amazon Payments for whatever reason. Probably because a bunch of people like me were taking advantage of it, and Amazon had to eat the credit card fees.
Right.
But so that went on for, I was doing that for like a year or something like that. And I must have opened 6 credit cards in that time.
Jesus.
And I
just Amazon cards?
No, they weren't Amazon cards. They were like, I got American Airlines cards. I got a Southwest card. I got a something else card. But I made payments.
Through Amazon Pay.
Yes. And then I got a lot of sign-up bonuses. I think I got like 250,000
Did
American
you hear
Airlines
about this
bonuses.
online or you just
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
it? Okay.
I found it online. Manufactured spending.
Okay.
Hey everyone, we want to take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's episode, Cameron Hughes Wine. Question for you. What if you could get world-class wine at an affordable price delivered right to your door in the safety of your own home?
Then I would freak out because that's an insane deal. Cameron Hughes Wine has a unique business model, sourcing top-rated wines directly from the best wineries around the world. Look, this is solving problems for me because I know nothing about wine, but I sure
Nor do
love
I.
drinking it.
Sure do I. I do too, rather.
But so I'm going to the wine store. I don't know what to get.
You walk in there and you
I
go,
look like an-
oh,
Exactly.
I don't know what I'm
I look
doing
like
here.
an idiot in front of people, but now Cameron Hughes is sending me wine every month. People are coming over, they're going, where the hell did you get this thing? Cameron Hughes,
That's my
baby.
boy Cameron. Get luxury wines at affordable prices. Cameron Hughes Wine is your personal sommelier, insider, and wine buyer. We all need one. Currently available in limited quantities. Lot 811 Lodi Zinfandel, a smooth, juicy old vine Zinfandel from a historic producer. The wine also just won a gold medal at the 2021 Denver International Wine Competition.
One of the best wine competitions.
One of the best wine competitions, notoriously. At $13 a bottle, it's less than half of what you'd normally pay for this wine under its original label at the tasting room.
Great news! Today, Cameron Hughes is offering a deal exclusively to our listeners. 20% off and free shipping on 3 or more bottles. All you have to do is enter our code TRILL at checkout. Go to chwine.com today to get 20% off the already great prices and free shipping when you buy 3 or more bottles. Just enter our code TRILL at checkout. That's chwine.com with code TRILL for 20% off 3 bottles or more plus free shipping. Great wine, great prices, delivered right to your door in the safety of your own home.
So then I didn't have anything, right? If I had to get a credit
So you were getting sign-up bonuses for absolutely nothing.
right. Well, I was still doing minimal payments.
Right.
But, or like spending. But so then I was really bummed out because I was like, there's nothing else I can really do. There are people
There's
who
nothing
do.
else I could do.
Well, there are things that people could do, but it's a lot more involved and it ends up costing you money anyway. You buy gift cards from like the grocery store and then turn the gift cards into.
Damn, man, you were deep.
I didn't do this.
Okay.
Other people did because it sounded too involved. You buy a gift card.
Yeah,
and
how
then
many
you,
spreadsheets were you running for that?
None. But the best one. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. The best one, and there's a community of people who do manufactured spending. Everybody was flipping out because Target, the store, came out with what is called the Target Red Card, and it was a beautiful
Everyone was
thing.
flipping out. We all remember this.
It
we
was
were
insane.
all just losing our shit.
Shut up. So
Everyone was just.
here's why. You could get a Target Red Card and set it up to, just like Amazon Payments, you could link it to your checking account, right? So it's basically acting like a bank account.
Okay.
You open the card, and you link it to your checking account. You follow?
Yeah, but I link all my credit cards to my checking account to make payments and stuff.
Yes. Same thing with the Target
Yeah,
card. It's basically a gift card. It's a card that you can use to make payments at Target, but it also doubles as a gift card that you can just put money onto.
Okay.
So, but the limit this time was $5,000.
Okay.
You could put $5,000 on one of these puppies with a credit card, and it didn't charge you any fees. And then you could just transfer that money right out into your checking account and then use that money to pay off the credit card. So what I did was I opened one in my name, my mom's name,
Jesus Christ.
my brother's name, and my sister's name.
Did you told them you were doing this?
Yes.
Okay.
I had to ask them for their social security numbers, and I was like, just let me do this scam, please. And they were like, it's not going to hurt me, right? And I said, yeah, no.
It shouldn't unless this thing goes belly up.
So I had to go test it. So I went to Target, and I just tested. I said, I'm just like nervous. I've got my Target Red Card and my credit card. Hello, yes, I would like to put $100 onto this Target card with this credit card. Okay, sir. And they do it. I go home. I log on to the Target account. I see the $100 there. I transfer it out to my checking account. Boom, the $100 is there. Boom, I pay off the credit card. All right, it works. So then I start going every month for 6 months.
I'm starting to get why you like the
Oh, yeah,
going
it's
to
a
the
thrill.
bank for the check.
Oh, baby, I signed up.
No, for the bank, going to the bank for the check. You got too much time. I don't have time to go down to Target and do these scams.
It took 30 minutes once a month.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're
So
all
here's
fired
what I
up.
did.
Continue going.
I would go. I had a baggie full of cards.
a baggie full of cards.
And I would go, all right, here's my Target card with my name on it. I would like to put $5,000 on this with this credit card. And they would look a little sketched out, but then they would see the names match, and they're like, okay. And they would charge $5,000. And I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Hope this works. And then I'm like, okay, but that's not all. This is my mom's card. I would like to put $5,000 on this one as well. And I would like to use this credit card to do it. And they're like, all right. I mean, it's your credit card, so that's fine. And I did it again and again.
I'm sure this cashier doesn't give a shit at
No.
all.
But it was $20,000 that I just put onto these
Right.
Target cards, and I'm sweating a little because I'm like, is this going to work? I go home, I log in.
You leave.
To
You
each-
call your mom. You're like, Ma, we got another Amazon Pay situation on our hands.
No, she didn't know. She didn't care. So I log on and I check each account. They're all there. I wire them all out to my checking account. It all goes through. I pay off all the credit cards, and I'm off to the races. So I opened.
What
I
is
don't
off
know.
to the races? You're getting these sign-on bonuses?
Yes. So I applied for, I don't even remember how many cards, maybe 10 over the course of 6 months. I got an American Airlines business card. I got a Chase Inc. Preferred business card. I got an
Business card? Were you opening LLCs and stuff?
No,
too?
you don't need, that's another thing. You don't need to have like an LLC or anything to open a business card.
I think you need like
No,
a
you
tax
don't.
site.
I have business cards
If you want a
for
business,
businesses.
if you want a business checking account, you do for sure.
Yeah, sure. But
But you could just open a business.
you can
credit
open
card?
business credit card accounts. Yeah.
I'm learning stuff.
Yeah, we're all learning. This is advanced stuff.
Yeah.
This is-
Also, this is for fun. Don't get yourself a credit card. Don't do whatever.
yeah.
this
Well,
fucking freak is doing.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
what
yeah.
you can do, and
Yeah,
so
So
that-
this guy's opening business
the
cards.
Target scam went on for like 6 months before they shut it down because people were. I mean, you think I'm bad? There were people on Reddit who were like, "I'm putting $120,000 over like several." I got my cousin's. It was insane. and Target shut it down. They still have the red card, but it's not like you can load it up with credit cards or anything. But in that time, I must have racked up, I don't know, 500,000 or 600,000 miles
Jesus
across
Christ.
multiple cards. And so then that what do you do with all those miles? How do I know what to use for where? You know what I do? If I have a bunch of Chase points or American Airlines points or American Express points, what do? I just Google best use of American miles, best uses for Chase Rewards miles, best uses of these. And there are so many bloggers out there who will do all the work for you and give you like just lists of things that you can do that are most valuable, right? And so I had like the first one that I did was the Southwest Companion Pass. The Southwest Airlines.
They still do this one.
They still do this one. Yeah.
This one's insane.
Yeah. I don't remember the exact details for how you get it, but it's worth looking into.
You have to spend a lot.
You have to either spend a lot or acquire a certain number of points in a calendar year. But then the companion pass is good for the remainder of the year that you earn it, plus the following year.
Right.
And basically, you and whoever your companion, you buy a ticket or use points to get a ticket, and your companion, whoever that designated companion is, flies for free.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're getting BOGO fucking tickets.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's nice. It's a good deal. So that's something
But
that
you do, I'm pretty sure you have to spend a lot.
you either spend or you get it through getting miles. And the way I got it was through sign-up bonuses. I got a personal card.
You did it all through one of these little.
Yes. I got the Chase Southwest personal card, and then I got the Chase Southwest business card. Each had a sign-up bonus of 50,000 points, and you needed 120 points in a calendar year to get the companion pass.
120,000.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So between the two, I had 100,000 bonus points, and then I just did the Target scam, and it got me over the. I shouldn't call it a scam. It's not a scam.
It is a scam.
Well,
And then I just did the Target scam.
I did the Target thing, and I got
Oh.
the points, and it was great. And
Damn. I know people who have that. I know it's a lot because I know people who have the companion pass legitimately, and I'm like, damn, I didn't know you had it like that.
it's still legitimate to get it through the bonuses.
Yeah, but you didn't spend like the people I know who did it had to spend like over $100,000 in a year.
Well, those people are foolish. You don't have to do that.
Not really, because they're doing it as it's intended. They're like, I already spend a lot, right? I travel a lot. Why
Sure.
don't I get this card?
That's certainly a fact.
That's not foolish
No.
because they didn't use your weird little Target
No.
scam.
It's a weird little trick that doctors hate me for. So yeah, to qualify, simply fly 100 qualifying one-way flights or earn 125,000 qualifying points in a calendar year. And sign-up bonuses count toward that 125,000 qualifying points. So this friend of yours, if they have a spouse, that spouse should sign up for their own credit cards and then do it that way instead of having to spend $100,000 or whatever it is. So there are
'Cause
obviously
usually miles kind of end up being like $1 when you spend like
there's conversion rate like
Right. like on my Chase Sapphire for some things I get like 3x points, but for like regular purchases I get 1x. So
sure.
if you need 125,000 points in a year, you might be spending like $75,000 to $100,000
Sure.
on that card. Yeah.
I have to pee. So I'm going to take a quick.
Okay. See,
Are we still going now?
did you just take another bite?
I did. I just took we just had a quick bathroom break, and I went first, and then I came back and saw that you had gone. So I took another bite of Big Mac.
Okay.
Man, those things are tasty. Oh boy. My arteries, they're piling up.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know. So there are risks to what I did because I did feel invisible, and when the Target thing ended, I just was kind of like, all right, too bad, so sad. I kept all those Citi credit cards. There were a few, and they all carried a $95 annual fee. Citibank was really, really good about waiving the fee. I would call every year and say, I don't really feel like paying this annual fee. What can you do for me? And they'd be like, well, sir, we can cancel it. We can offer you 10,000 miles if you spend $1,000 in the next 3 months on this, and we'll waive the fee. And I was like, I'm going to get the fee waived and I'm going to get 10,000 miles? Yeah, I'll take that offer. And once they stopped doing that, I downgraded them all to the free version, and I just stopped using them. But American Airlines, I've got a bit of a tenuous. I used to love them, and I still do. They're a great airline. But
Did you run a scam on them?
I did participate in something that got me banned from their American Airlines Advantage Miles program, which was, listen, I had probably accumulated and used up until this point, I don't know, 700,000 or 800,000 American Airlines miles.
800,000?
Oh yeah, I'd flown. I flew first class a few times. I flew business class to Tokyo once. I did to Europe. I took my mom to Europe in business class.
Well, you
both
better.
ways.
She's in on all these scams. You're using her social
That's
security.
part of the reason. I was like, I owe my mom something. And I loved using American miles for business class, which for those of you who don't know, it's the same damn thing as first class, but it's cheaper, both in dollar and points amounts. And it's the same thing. You get a lay flat seat, you get a meal, and
It is
cool.
not the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's basic. Take it from someone who's flown both.
I have flown both, not because I paid for it. I got a flight from Europe. They pushed it a whole day. I got stuck. I had to sit there in the airport, and I was freaking out. I was like, and they were like, "We can upgrade you." Oh,
What airline?
I had to fly from Greece to France to get home.
Yeah.
And they were
flew-
like, "We'll put you in first class." And
International first class
it was
is
amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing.
And I've had some horrible experience in economy. That was
But-
the only time I've ever flown first class, and it was
But
so much
business
better.
class.
Oh, business class.
Yeah, business and first are like the same thing. First is just a little bit nicer. It's like nicer cutlery and a little bit, it's basically the same thing. If you're thinking about using points for one or the other, go with business because it's going to be fewer points.
Oh, you're talking about the difference between first and business.
Yes. And I'm
My
using
bad.
these American points. But so a few years ago, and so with these City American cards, the reason why I was able to get so many is because they allowed you to. You could get one every month or something, one every 3 months, something like that. So that's why I was getting
You get a new card every
I would
3
get
months.
a new City personal card. There's personal and business cards. I got a business card, I got a personal card. And then like a month later, I got another personal card. And then like a month later, I got another personal card.
And all those points are coming to the same account?
Yes. When you go to fill out the application, it would ask for, do you have an Advantage account? And I would put in my Advantage account, and then it would just all go in there. If you don't put that, it's going to create a new one for you. And then you could probably consolidate them anyway, but I didn't need to do that. So they stopped doing that. They changed the rules so you could only get one American Airlines personal card every 2 years. Devastating. So devastating. Oh my God, the game's up. The jig is up. You can only get one of these things every 2 years, every 24 months, they would say. But some enterprising people on Reddit found a loophole, a miraculous loophole. You know how sometimes you get a credit card offer in the mail,
Yes.
physical mail? Those are called hard mailers. They come in the mail and they give you, it's tailored to you. It's got a special code that you can use. But the code is usable up to like 4 or 5 times so that you can give it to friends or relatives. You see where I'm going with this. And a beautiful thing about these hard mailers is you'd read the fine print. It did not include the 24-month language. So if you applied for a personal American Airlines card via the hard mailer code, you could get as many as you wanted.
Jesus.
And that's what I did, along with everybody else. I went onto Reddit, and there were people selling the codes for like $20. So I'd be like, I want to try this. So I got one. And then I got the bonus, and I was like, oh, damn. Oh, here we go. And I got like 8 cards over the course of like 6 months.
For the listeners only, Ben is rock hard right now. It's disgusting.
So I got like 6, what did I say? 6? I don't even remember how many I got. I got like 6 to 8 cards in as much time, in as many months rather. And remaining in my American Airlines account was about 650,000 miles that I was so excited to use. I was going to go, I like going to New York a lot. I was going to fly their business class round trip. I was going to go to Japan. I'm going to go here and here and here. But then American Airlines got wise to what they had done with their hard mailers. And not only did they immediately pull the rug on that, but they punished every single account that had taken advantage of it, myself included. So it was a big deal in this subreddit. People were freaking out because first what American did was they just froze everybody's accounts. And you didn't know, like, all right, what are they going to do? Are they going to like file a lawsuit against everybody? Are they going to like make you pay? What are they going to do? Are they going to cancel everybody's accounts? And what ended up happening was they just canceled. I'm talking thousands of people's accounts. Banned. Cannot open another Advantage account again.
You're banned?
Banned. Yeah. I can fly American, but I cannot open an Advantage account.
So how many
again.
points did you lose?
I lost about 650,000 miles.
Holy shit.
Which is like roughly $7,000 or $8,000 worth of flights. So I was devastated, absolutely crushed. But then I discovered and leaned into American Express cards, which I love. By the way, I have God damn, excuse me. I have referral links in the description. I mean, I don't think I really get anything, especially the American Express ones I checked. I don't get anything, but the bonus that people get if they use it is higher than the normal sign-up bonus. But I don't even know if I should go into detail on all the cards and why I like them, but that seems like too much. Because like the American Express Gold Personal Card has a $250 annual fee, but it's offset by like you get Grubhub credits and Uber Eats credits.
Same thing with like Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Sapphire?
Fuck you. No, fuck you.
Same with the Sapphire card. The Sapphire card.
Ben, stop. I'm serious.
They all come with perks that
But like
offset.
that one, I think if you get the reserve, it's $450, but then you get $300 travel credit and they pay for your like global entry pass. So yeah, they've all got crazy perks.
But I might put
Maybe we could do a little social thing. We can figure something out to get everyone.
Just in case we end up doing it, check the description box. Maybe we'll have links in
Maybe
there.
there will be a little surprise for you.
But my best story, and this is where the nudity comes in. Remember I teased the nudity, the very real nudity?
Yeah.
There was one, in my looking at all these different credit card things, I wanted to fly on like the most expensive, best seat you could fly in, which at the time...
Can I also tell people
is.
that you're like a bit of a plane guy? Or you?
Yeah, I love airplanes.
He's like, if you walk around with Ben, like he'll just point at the sky and go like, oh, that's a B-60, whatever. And you just...
B-60, come on,
okay,
dude.
see, this is a plane guy. I messed it up and he couldn't let it go.
Boeing all starts with 7s.
Okay.
So anyway,
He loves planes.
There was one flight in particular that I wanted to do because you got 2 flights for the price of 1. And it was specifically the Emirates, which is a Middle Eastern, it's like, I don't know where they're based out of, Dubai or something. United Arab Emirates. It's like one of the nicest luxury airlines, even in coach. Like it's very, very nice. But the flight specifically from Tokyo to Los Angeles is the longest one you can do for one ticket because it doesn't just go from Tokyo to Los Angeles. It goes in the other direction. It goes west. It goes Tokyo to Dubai, where you have a free stopover, and then Dubai onto LA. So I wanted to do that because, like I said, I wanted to fly first class freaking twice for the price of one
And
ticket.
you're a plane guy.
It was like 15 hours from Tokyo to Dubai, 24-hour layover in Dubai, and then like 17 or 18 hours from Dubai to
So this thing
LA.
that doesn't sound fun to most people, spending basically 2 days on a plane.
Yeah. Oh, I was thrilled beyond belief.
Yeah.
I got to I spent a day in Dubai for I think it was my 30th birthday. I flew in a gyrocopter. It was cool. 24 hours there. I went to the top of the Burj Khalifa. It was nice.
Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's episode, Public. Public.com is an investing app where you can invest in stocks, ETFs, and crypto with any amount of money. What I love about Public is that it helps people become better investors.
Darn tootin'.
You can follow other investors and share ideas. People like Graham Stephan, Cody Ko, Shelby Church, and thousands more are on the app, and us. You guys can find us. I'm at Emil DeRosa.
Yeah, I'm at my name, which is Ben Kahn.
Check it out.
I sometimes
we love
forget.
this dang thing.
I joined Public, and you can see what trends I follow if you search for Ben Kahn in the app. It's unreal, this thing.
We love the social aspect.
We do love the social aspect. I'm down a little bit on one today. On Public, you can buy slices of stocks, ETFs, and crypto versus full shares. Alongside thousands of stocks and ETFs, Public offers 11 crypto assets, including Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum, Doge, and yes, Shiba Inu.
The app is free and there are no commissions on standard trades. Plus, Public puts investors first and doesn't sell your trades to market makers like other investment apps. They route the trades directly to the exchanges.
Right now, you'll get a free stock worth anywhere from $3 to $70 when you go to and create an account, so get started today. Once again, make sure you go to public.com/trill to get a free stock. Click the link in the description. The cool thing about flying Emirates first class, and there are so many, the first class lounge at the Dubai airport is like, it's its own like terminal. They've got amazing food. You get a free massage. I went and got a massage for like 30 minutes, and you get your own special ramp to board the plane.
Wow, look at you fancy boy.
But what sucked is, so this is one of the things that you can do that, I mean, it is no longer, but this is how I got that flight. A lot of airlines are part of, like, not coalitions, but that's for, like, nations.
Conglomerates?
Not conglomerates, but, like, groups. Like the American Airlines and British Airways and something else, they're part of, like, the One World group.
Okay.
And then there's others. But the way that you could do this was with Alaska Airlines cards or miles, because Alaska and Emirates are part of the same group. And if you got 90,000 Alaska miles, you could use those to make this flight. And you could get those Alaska miles like that, because you could get a personal card and you could get a business card.
I don't like the way you look at me when you say this stuff. Go ahead. Look off camera. Look at
So you could get... So I got the personal Alaska card and the business card. Both had a sign-up bonus of like 40,000 points. And then with the manufactured spending at Target or whatever it was, I got the 90,000 miles. And I was like, hot diggity, I'm going to book this flight sometime soon. And I waited too long. And then I checked back and this happens. You got to be careful. They will change their like ratio or whatever, their redemption rates. They doubled it to 180,000. And I was like, God damn it. How am I going to come up with 90,000 more Alaska miles?
More
Fortunately,
there was another scam.
Bank of America had a very relaxed policy on how many cards you could get in a certain amount of time. So I got like 2 more personal cards. And I went to Target and I did my thing and I got the 180,000 miles and I booked the ticket. It was like a $15,000 ticket and it cost me $100. And I was very, very excited. And part of the reason why I was excited is because I wanted to make a video of this first class experience. And for those of you who don't know,
like a vlog?
Yes, like a vlog. I wanted to lampoon Casey Neistat's first class video. He had a very, very, very popular video of him flying in this exact seat. Not the exact seat, but first class on an Emirates plane. And his whole thing was, it's like 12 minutes and he's going through all the details of what you get on there. And it's great. It's a great video. But I felt like there's a comedic opportunity for me here to take advantage of, because I'm doing this same flight. What can I do? And
what did you do, Ben?
well, let's watch the video a little bit.
Oh,
We got the video here. This is me walking. It's like 5 a.m. or something.
You're so happy.
I must have looked. Yeah, I'm about to board the plane. I set up my little tripod.
Yeah, how did you do this?
I just set up a little tripod and then I'm walking in.
Look at the red carpet you get to walk on.
Yeah, it's literally a red carpet. Here you are.
Wow,
sir.
that is a nice plane.
The guy said, "Yeah, you get a little."
It looks like a Rolls Royce.
Here, pause it, please. You're in. Look at this. You're in a little it's like a little apartment. All the fixtures, it's like perfect glossed wood grain.
Yeah.
It's like a Rolls Royce.
It is beautiful.
It's
That's what
gorgeous.
I said.
You have 3 windows to yourself. There's a little mini bar, top shelf liquor, like Johnny Walker, whatever the most expensive one is, the blue
label.
I was just drinking and I'm eating this delicious food.
Did you get a little drunk?
Oh God, baby, you bet I got drunk. And
I don't like that face.
I was a little drunk and I'm enjoying myself. I'm drinking
He said,
scotch.
"Fuck there."
Yeah, because it's so good. Look at me in my little unit.
Okay, so is it all just this? You're just sitting there?
Of course, I only had Dom Perignon champagne, which means nothing. All right, pause it here. This is
going to take a piss.
This is integral. So, Casey Neistat's thing is he sits down in this particular position that I then emulated, and he says, "Oh yeah, I'm in the bathroom. I only have 5 minutes of running water, but I have 30 minutes in the bathroom." So then he just like checks out all the amenities, and I thought, you know what's an even better bit is to masturbate. What was that?
Nothing.
That would be a great bit to do, Emil, but no, I did not crank hog. I thought, you know what's really funny? Because I'm a little drunk sitting in the seat. I'm like, oh man, I'm in there naked. Of course, that's it. That's what I got to do. I got to get naked. So, do we have the audio with this? It's time. Can't hear. I've got my body. I've got my champagne. I'm ready to get naked. Whoa, there's a little bit of turbulence. I brought my
5 minutes of running water.
Why are you sitting on the ground?
because that's what Casey did.
Oh, okay.
So that gives me 25 minutes to kill.
So you gotta know the source material.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get naked.
Yep. So then I'm stripping down my pants.
He's doing tippy taps.
I'm doing
on the
tippy
floor.
taps in my stupid
Hey, was it
socks.
carpeted in there?
No, but it's a heated floor.
Casey's right. Taking a shower in an airplane is really cool. But what I think is even cooler is being fully naked on an airplane.
I'm rubbing down my chest.
See?
Nice body.
Fully naked on an airplane, drinking rosé.
Good shoulder definition.
There's
Thank
a
you.
lot of turbulence.
So we're getting a lot
There's
of turbulence,
right now.
and we're rocking around.
This is Dom Perignon rosé. I'm fully naked.
Ew,
I'm
he's
sitting on
I'm
the
sitting on the
Sitting on
toilet.
the toilet
1,000
naked.
feet in the air.
I'm sitting on the toilet.
I gotta tell you, it's pretty great. For
pretty
example, if you were in a cross section of this airplane, you'd see hundreds of people milling about, sleeping, eating, and then you'd see me, a naked man, in the bathroom. 40,000 feet in the air, and I'm nude as hell. Nobody on this plane knows. Not even the captain knows I'm naked. And he's supposed to be in charge of the damn airplane.
Okay, pause. Wait.
Little does he know, there's a fully naked man in the bathroom.
How did you get all these shots in 30 minutes?
I
You-
was rushing around naked in this bathroom, setting up my little tripod and taking sips of champagne, and I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? Okay, I put on the little shower cap right here, and I'm filing my nails. And yeah, I was repeating myself so much because I wanted to have so much footage, and I'm
So
just
many
like,
cuts.
I'm naked. The captain doesn't know I'm naked, and blah, blah, blah. Just stupid. Not even enjoying myself. I was enjoying myself, but, I'm rushing. And it was a bumpy ride. But we hit... And one of the things I was also doing was, okay, what's a funny comedic thing you can do while naked on a plane? Oh, I know. I'll do like yoga poses because that's funny, and it'll, things will hang down and whatnot.
What kind of things are hanging?
My stock and bonds,
No.
if you will, my stock and bonds were.
So you did
hanging
some
down.
yoga poses?
So I did some yoga poses, but that's when the turbulence. Around then is when the turbulence got real bad, and just roll the clip. I'll walk you through it. So here's me doing some.
Nothing beats this.
Nothing beats this. Just.
Fully naked.
Yep. I keep talking about how naked I am.
I do
and
wanna
I'm
say-
bending over.
I do want to say
and-
I've seen your stock and bonds, and this is a generous black box they put up. It does not need to be this big.
Yeah. Well, you're right. So I'm still. Oh, Jesus God, what am I doing? This is humiliating, but I don't care. It's the human experience. This is the
human experience.
Yeah, me
everybody.
now doing a jig and my breasts are jumping up and down, and I just have the worst farmer's tan.
Oh my God.
God, make it stop. Okay, here we go. Here's the big... Listen.
Just trying to do some kind of warrior one or oh my God.
Trying to do the warrior pose, and we hit such bad turbulence that some perfume fell over. Trying to clean it
The
up.
floors are heated. Feels good on my bare ass.
Here's where it really hits. And I'm like grabbing on, trying to hold on. The rattling is so...
Holy shit.
I don't understand.
things are falling over. Look. I pick up the camera.
There's some really bad turkey.
I turn it around and show. My champagne is absolutely like sloshing over. And and I have to crouch down, and I'm holding on the camera in front of my naked body. Then it calms down.
First class, baby. It's just part of the experience.
Yeah,
Did you ever take a shower?
Playing shakes.
Yeah, I took a shower. All right, cut it, please. I can't see any more of this.
Wow.
It was so bad. Like we were really hitting it, and nobody came to check on me. In part because when turbulence gets really bad, they
Everyone's
tell the
gotta
flight
stay,
attendants
yeah.
to stay seated, and it was really funny. I just remember I didn't feel scared at all. Here's something interesting about turbulence: it's not scary at all if you're experiencing it while standing up. While standing up, I was like, "Oh, this is nothing." But if I was strapped down in my coach seat, I would have been like, "Oh, if only I were naked." Being naked, kind of, I don't know, it'd be a funny way to die.
So, folks, if you if you get good enough with credit cards, you could do
You
this.
actually can. So now you can use, I believe, Chase Ultimate Rewards points to fly on Emirates. But
So-
so that's my whole thing. And
All right, should we just tie a ribbon on that? Because we got away
Yeah,
from
we-
it a
we
little
got-
bit.
we're
So
almost done
People
here.
wanted some credit card stuff.
yeah, we asked the community out there for questions. We asked if anybody had any questions for us. We posed the question on Instagram and Twitter. What questions do you have for us, the gurus, the geniuses,
Yeah,
the trillionaires?
and we're gonna have to do this again because we're running out of time. We're gonna get through some of these, but we got so many questions.
Yeah, some good
A lot of
questions.
them are fun. I did have to sift through a lot of "do that thing, hang" though. Thank you for that, or "do that thing, be farting." So thank you for those questions.
Yes, thank you so much.
I don't, but thank you.
To answer
So
your question, yes, that thing do be farting.
those things do be farting, my
Yeah.
dudes.
So the first question we've got is from Jado506. What do you think about scalp trading? Only way I have made money swing trading effed me.
Can you explain scalp trading?
Scalp
real
trading
quick
is
for
when
the
you're
internet?
just in and out real fast. Oh, boom! You're in for a quick profit on a long or a short, and you scalp it. It's
What do you
just-
think about it?
I think it's totally fine.
He thinks it's fine.
It's what it's what traders do. Just use stop losses. If you're an active trader, stop losses are your best friend. They keep you within a defined limit that you put in for yourself before the emotion takes hold. But also be cautious, because if you're scalping, you might be susceptible to extra volatility. Swings might get you stopped out. That you just actively monitor your positions. Scalp
This next
trading's
one,
fine.
I think
But it's not for everybody. It's for advanced. It's more advanced.
this next one I think is a good one to pair with this episode about credit cards. Do you think it's a good idea to be investing if you have debt you also need to pay off?
That's from Grub O.
Grub O.
Yeah, that's.
That's a tricky question.
I think that it depends on the debt. If it's debt that you are it's gonna take years for you to pay off. If you've got a solid plan in place where you're making payments on it and the interest rate is manageable for you, and you're making enough money in whatever career you're in where you can contribute, if you can contribute to a 401k that your employer matches, max that thing out. Absolutely contribute to an IRA, open an IRA, which is after-tax stuff. So that means that when your paycheck comes, the tax man has already taken his cut. Then you can put that into an IRA, which you don't get taxed. All the gains on your IRA don't get taxed until you retire. In which case, at which point, I don't even think it gets taxed. I should know this, but
yeah,
otherwise,
we've talked to some people who said their investment plan gets them more gains than their.
Yeah. So again, it's not for everybody. However,
But don't risk more than you're willing to.
Don't risk.
Don't YOLO your fucking shit to get out of debt.
don't do that. Don't be foolish.
So it's got to be right for you.
But also, a good rule of thumb is pay off all your debt before you start saving up, because otherwise you're going to be paying interest.
Right. The
And
interest
that
is going to be. You're just going to get deeper and deeper.
Yeah, you're going to get murked. The next question comes from Rock_Amon. Any plans to extend the Trill brand past this pod? You darn tootin'.
Oh, and they also asked, do you guys have plans for merch?
Yes.
They said big fan, wood cop. And yeah, so as far as, I mean, what did you say we're at? Episode 9?
Yeah.
We got all kinds of plans.
Yeah, let
baby.
us know in the comments what you'd like to see. What should we make? What extra
and
videos?
then
What do you
merch.
want to see? What merch ideas have you got?
as long as if people want merch, we'll
Yeah.
do merch. Let us know if you want merch, and we'll see what we can do.
We'll see what we can do.
Let us know what kind of merch you want.
Yeah. Anthony72 says, I woke up down 20% on a position. Do I wait or try to make it up elsewhere? Buddy, I'm going to need more details than that. Were you down on an options position? Were you down on just a regular long? Are you short? I'm assuming that you're just long on something and you woke up down 20%. What's your time horizon? What's your plan? Is it something that you're holding on for a year? Is it something that you plan on, investing in the long run? Was this one part of several purchases you plan on making to dollar cost average into it? It all depends. But like I said, have a stop loss, have a plan. The biggest thing if you are trading and not investing is to have a plan. I mean, you should have a plan regardless, but have a plan for your entry and your exit on a trade. It's going to make your life so much easier so that when a certain thing happens, okay, my plan is to drop it if it drops 20%. That's pretty much it.
Okay, Anthony, that's your fucking answer.
Yeah. You guy. Sorry about being down 20%. Pal, I've been there. Last question.
Which U.S. president could you easily beat in a fight and why? This is from Briggs Cunningham.
What do you got?
All right, well, this is a tough one because the question is which one could you easily beat in a fight and why? And I'd have to pick... I don't want to do this.
No, go ahead. Who? Go ahead.
He's
Who?
one of my favorites.
Uh-huh.
FDR, but if we're talking easily...
Why FDR?
He was famously...
Famously what? Polio-stricken?
wheelchair.
Confined to a wheelchair?
But if we're talking easily... Love the guy.
Yeah, you don't
It'd be
know
hard
that.
to beat him up. So I'd pick maybe...
He didn't specify the rules. FDR might be carrying a little pistol.
True. So maybe I'd pick Andrew Jackson because I fucking hate that motherfucker.
Which
so
one died in a duel? No, Andrew Jackson beat someone to death.
Andrew Jackson was so fucked, man. We should do
So
a
why
whole
would you want to
episode.
take him on?
Because
I would want to take on...
it'd be easy for me to... I'd be so angry.
Yeah?
I'd be able to scrap.
You know who I would take on?
Who would
I
you
think
take
I could
on?
beat? Ben Franklin. You know why?
Wait.
I would show him...
No.
What?
It says president.
Oh.
Ben Franklin wasn't the president.
I was just testing you, man.
It didn't say which.
Just seeing what... Oh, yeah. I'm extending this question to founding fathers.
Okay.
That guy's such a weenie.
You're
I would just say, look, a printing press. And he would turn around and then I'd, swat him. He
Okay,
loves,
so your
that guy's
easiest
so
president
horny
was
for
Ben Franklin.
printing presses. Him or George Bush
Or
Sr.
Abe
Senior.
Lincoln famously doesn't turn around when he's at the theater. My God, this guy's just waiting for it. Maybe we should cut that. I don't want to.
No, who are you going to offend? Abe Lincoln was also a weenie, wasn't he?
No,
Yeah. Sure
Abe
he
Lincoln,
was.
famously good guy.
Yeah.
Some of these guys, I'll tell you what.
Some of the ones who were born before like the Industrial Revolution, you could easily just trick with like, hey, look over there. And then, have
Yeah.
your way. George Washington.
JFK used to just ride around in convertibles. We got to stop before
JFK, he would be easy to take down because he had like chronic back issues. He was addicted
Oh
to
yeah, he had I can't remember the
painkillers.
name of the disease, but he hid it from everyone.
Huh.
He had a horrible disease.
He wouldn't be able to hide it from you in a fight, I'll tell you that much.
No, I'm exploiting all your.
Yeah, you'd say, JFK, look over there, a book depository. And he'd, huh? And then
A grassy knoll.
punch, grassy knoll. He'd rock him in the small of his back. And he'd
Oh, you
go,
know who I'd
"Ow."
like though? Richard Nixon, that poxy bitch.
Oh, yeah, you could.
I'd like to.
Poxy?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
poxy means like I think it's like cowardly or.
Oh, yeah. We're
I'm
good.
not a
We're not
crook.
good at this. Man, he's so dead.
He is dead. You know who's not dead? Kissinger. That motherfucker will not die.
Wow. Maybe we should bet some money on him dying. There's a website where you can bet on celebrities dying.
That's a fun question. We're gonna have to do this again.
Yeah, you
There
know
were so
what?
many questions, and we're sorry we couldn't get to them all.
You know what, though? I will say this. Which U.S. president could you easily beat in a fight? All of them.
Oh, like
Every single one. I could beat all of them in a fight. Except for who was the real tough one? The Rough Rider.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy
that's a
Roosevelt
tough
would
one.
mop the
For
floor
some
with
reason,
me.
LBJ kind of feels like he'd give me some trouble.
Yeah, he's like
Jimmy
your
Carter, I wouldn't want to be like he.
peanut farmer boy.
He just seems like a nice dude generally.
Yeah.
Reagan.
Oh, he'd whip my ass.
No, yeah, maybe, but he's such a piece of shit.
That doesn't make him any better or
Yeah,
worse
but-
a fighter.
I'm talking how much I want to fight these guys. Like, I
Oh.
don't want to fight FDR.
Yeah. Well, in this case, you have to fight them.
I know.
It's
but we're
for
talking
money.
easily.
Anyway,
That was the question.
this wraps up. I hope everybody's enjoyed this episode. Please share it far and wide so that
You know who I bet could scrap too? Both Bushes. Those guys are crazy.
probably
Yeah.
George Bush Sr., though, when he was on death's door, I could whoop his butt.
Yeah, of
You
course.
see him at the Astros game throwing out the pitch. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
he's doing a smile frown. He can only frown. That's how bad his musculature is so deteriorated that he can't even smile. He got what he deserved.
Okay, guys, we'll get to a full mailbag. We'll let you guys know on Sunday.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
that
is
reminds
fun.
us. Follow us on, if you guys want to ask us questions, get on Trillionaire Pod on everything.
Comment,
TikTok,
like, subscribe,
Instagram.
follow us on everything. Break your computer, quit your job. Don't kill your parents, but maybe.
Oh, and rate us on Apple. It
Yeah,
helps. Rate us 5
rate us
stars on
everywhere.
Apple. It helps people
And
find
please,
us.
as
Rate
I
us
was
anywhere
saying
we can.
before Emil interrupted me, for the love of God, share this video because this one's embarrassing for me. And it's not because I want everybody to see my pasty nude body. It's because I want this to have been worth it.
Right. There's nothing worse than showing your nude body to
Yeah.
the world. And
I mean, who knows? Maybe people don't care. I don't care. Who cares? It's just a body. We all got them.
We do.
We flaunt them. We eat burgers. We eat big. I'm gonna lay into that big.
All right,
Mac.
guys. Thank you for tuning in once again. Ben's gonna get to his burger. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, bye.